the floor is actually going down at the moment, but it makes no sense. So we had to be quite careful with it. Quick update on the day 4 actually now. So we've listed the NFT we got at 0.21 ETH. The floor is actually going down at the moment, but I'm not too worried. So essentially, if you look here, the floor is now down to 0.12. We got in for 0.139. In order to break even, we need to get out for about 1.7 more or less. So it is taking a bit of a downturn, but it is a pretty interesting project with a lot of good people involved. So we are thinking of kind of holding on, wait it out a bit. The volume is still holding, and yeah, see if it picks up just before reveal. The other thing we did was the cost to list. So if you look at the transactions, so it cost us $33 to register ourselves with OpenSea. So we had to be quite careful with this, because if you do it in the wrong time, the gas fee is going to be so high, it makes no sense. Like right now is actually one of the best times. This is about 3 to 4 a.m. Eastern time. Usually the gas fee is quite low. If you look at the gas fee currently, here you go, it's at 20 gwei at the top here. So you can just go to DexTools.io and you can see the gas fee, and this usually goes up to about 150, 160. So you get it way cheaper. See, now you see it dropped even more. So low, medium, fast, everything is just 17 gwei, which is extremely cheap. So these are the kind of times you have to really, when you're working with a small wallet, it's always better to, in fact in any time, it's better to really be mindful of the gas fee, because that's money that's going to go away and you won't even notice. So we managed to get in for only $31 for getting OpenSea listing, and that used to be quoted as $200 or like $170 or something like that. Now we managed to get away with $31, and we had to set an approval for this particular NFT listing, and that only cost less than $4, and this usually costs like $20, $30, $40. So we managed to save a decent bit of money. So hopefully we don't need to borrow any more money, so we can actually continue with that 0.2 ETH, and once we flip this, we can return that 0.1 that we borrowed and go back to our original plan. So so at the moment we're just kind of gonna have to wait a few days to see how it goes. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll let you know next time how the challenge is progressing. Thanks. Hello everyone. As you know, it's been about 5 days we've been holding this collection called Kiwami, and here's where we are at. I did put a small update. I'm going to put it before this video, but essentially it's managed to get up to 0.55 ETH. Lucky days, happy days. We managed to pick a good project. So the little thing we bought for like 0.18 ETH is now worth half an ETH. Not bad. So what we're going to do is do some research. Okay, so I put it up for sale at 0.566, which is the current floor. So that's about just less than $2,000, and there's not much of a commission to pay, because it's I think it's about 10% we'll lose on the commission. So we'll end up with 0.5 ETH. We'll give back the 0.1 loan we took, so it will be 0.4 we could end up with. So it will be almost like a 4x on the money. Now here's the thing, and here's why I think I need to sell it. It is a very good project. I think it's got a ton of potential long term. It's the kind of project I would have liked to hold long term rather than just for one quick flip. But the way I would have done it, if it was with a bit more money, was I would have bought maybe 5 or 10 of those when we first got in, so that way now we could have sold some, made our money back, left some profits, and the rest would be just free rolling. But unfortunately, with just one NFT, we can't do that. We need to grow the money. We need to grow it big enough so that we can do that. Once we get that 0.4 ETH amount with us, then it's going to be a little bit easier, because then we can probably buy 2 or 3 of a token. So we can flip one, keep the other one for long term, and so on. If we need to get to 100 ETH, we need to get hold of some of these really big long term gains. In any case, let's. So I've done the verification. We've checked the Discord, what's going on, and people are very hyped up on Discord. I mean, I've been busy, to be honest. I've not really checked, but it seems like, there's a lot of hype going on. If we look at the announcement, let's have a look what we have in the announcements. Mice Mint. Okay, so there's a Mice Mint coming up on Wednesday. And look at the artwork. The artwork's amazing, actually, to be honest. There's going to be... Okay, so they're going to work with Rarity Snipers. The demos they put up here, these looks pretty sick. And this looks like a game, okay? So... yeah, all the artworks are actually pretty nice. So here's when things are pumping, you need to know when to exit. So as I said, at the moment our strategy is really to do quick flips until we get to a slightly bigger bankroll where we can afford to hold some of them for long term. So here the price is good, the community is pumped up, everybody's like thinking of holding long term, buying. IC Tools, when we look there, this is on the top list on IC Tools in the 15-minute chart, which is pretty cool, and it's gone up. The sales have gone up, the price has gone up, everything is kind of really pumping. So if we look at the graph here, so it's been going down. So let's have a look at the detailed graph on IC Tools, and this is where the interesting thing lies. See, 28th, it's been going. So it's been going up since Sunday 27. The average was 0.14. It went up to 0.33. Then it kind of went up again. And then Tuesday it went up. So Tuesday, so that's, yesterday, it was 0.47. And then it went all the way up to 0.65. But now if you look at it, it's been going down the graph. And here, the volume is what's very interesting. So while this was going up, this was also going up. So this was at top, and then this was a bit smaller. See, the graph, the white graph is lower. So the number of sales dropped. The volume was higher, and then the volume was 89.69. Here the top peak was 89.9. So the volume's actually dropped a little bit, and then it's dropping again, as you can see. It's really dropping. Those big peaks are gone now. So this graph is going to drop now, more than likely. So it's a great time to exit, really. So that's why we put it up. We want to be out of it. And let's see if we can get out. Yeah, it's been done. So we got the money back. Let's have a look at our wallet. Yeah, we got the money. Okay. So we got 0.54 ETH from that 0.1 ETH. Well, it will be 0.44 ETH we'll end up with from the 0.1 ETH we started with. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it didn't take long. We bought it 5 days ago, and then 8 minutes ago we listed it, and then we've now sold it. You know, it's pretty cool. So this is basically it. I'm going to update later on how it's progressing. I'm going to put it on a spreadsheet and for you guys to take a look. But yeah, thank you for being with me, and I'll let you know what we get next and what I'm researching. Okay guys, it's day 8. We found our next flip and project to look at. This is the Loveless City passport collection. So essentially this is a passport you can buy, and when you buy it you get entitled to get a gene collection from Loveless City. So Loveless is a project by Von Doom and a very known artist called Tennessee Loveless, and essentially you get these. That's what they started off with as metro passes, but what they've now done is they've opened up this new collection called Passport, Loveless Passport, and you can have one of these, and that means on their drop, which is today, you can get an abnormal gene. So there's going to be 888 of them. So if you have a passport, you get one of those. You can mint one of those for free, and that's going to be at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can also buy one at 0.166. So the maths we're looking at here is 0.24 to get this. Well, it's about 0.25 with the gas fees. And that gene will cost 0.166. So that gets us to spend about 0.42. So almost our whole bankroll. But we would end up getting 2 genes for that. Now those 2 genes, as long as they are going above 0.21, we should be good. I mean, I would imagine this pass will probably be worth nothing when the gene comes out. People are just going to dump it very hard, and that will be it. So we'll probably just have it sitting there doing nothing. But the gene will become worthful because pre-mint there might be some action. It might go up, and if it doesn't happen, we'll just hold on to them, and then post-mint we can wait for the reveal and see if we get a rare. There's also the option that you could get 3 more genes through a whitelist. So the whitelist means if we can flip those first 2, we can, and we have enough money. Let's say we can get 0.5 ETH for those, or 0.6 ETH. Then we can actually get 3 more of these. So that's the gameplay. So there's going to be a lot of action later today our time, but tomorrow Pacific time, 30th March, we'll end up being able to get a lot of gene, and there's only 8888 of them, and there's a lot of hype and demand for these. So yeah, there's going to be a good chance we'll get it. And if we look at the Discord, Loveless City Pass, this was just announced earlier on, saying yeah, we're getting it at 30th March, and there's going to be Metro Pass and passport holders only 1 free claim plus the right to buy 1 additional gene per passport pass held. And then we do the Loveless sale, limited to 3 genes per purchase during the phase. Metro Pass and passport claims are still valid within the window. All holders of passes will be automatically love listed as well. So that's the cool thing. So we can do 3 more genes per purchase. Actually, we can do as many genes as we want. So we can just keep buying, selling them, and flipping them, basically. And then at 2 p.m. starts the public sale, which is going to be 3 per wallet. So yeah, Metro Pass and passport holders, your free claims are only available for 6 hours. If you don't claim, so yeah, we'll have to do it within 6 hours of 8 a.m. PST. These free claims are not airdrops. So yeah, we won't get them as airdrops. We have to go and claim it from their website. And the mint times is going to be 8 a.m. PST, 11 a.m. EST, 3 p.m. GMT, okay, or 12 a.m. JST. Max buy is 3 during phase 2. So max buy per transaction. So you could buy as many as you want, but per transaction you get 3. So this is their kind of breakdown. I don't know if we can zoom in, but yeah, essentially that's what we're going to be looking at. Meta mints. Okay, so that's their map. So you got exclusive, ERC721 1-of-1s, limited 1125 editions, giveaways, bi-weekly Discord and Twitter AMAs, meta mints, past games, merch release, generative airdrops. So there's a ton of stuff coming up, and this is like a pretty good project by a good team behind. So the key is, we want to avoid getting into teams we don't really know too well. I mean, Egg Von Doom is a very well-known investor in the NFT space, and this is his own project. So I think the risk is quite low on this as a result of that. But yeah, having said that, thank you for tuning in, and I will keep you posted how the challenge goes.